This is a short video to document the collapse of our nearly new Ekornes sectional here. This was about a $10,000 couch. This is the ottoman that was ordered to match with the couch that is now useless as well. This was an expensive piece of furniture, and the company has a reputation of being high quality. This was made in their new United States based factory, not in the European factory. And it has both inherent design flaws, some specking flaws as far as hardware goes, and it looks like there were manufacturing defects as well. The design problems with this sectional make it untenable. It's a inherent engineered design flaw in this thing that makes it weak. So let me show you how it collapsed. On Sunday, May 28th, I believe, I came up to this sectional and I sat down here in this seat. The ottoman was there. So I was far away as you can get from where this joins. I didn't flop down. I sit down on couches like a regular grown-up adult. I weigh 194 pounds. All right, so I sat down, and this corner of the couch right here, there was a pretty loud like cracking, crunching noise, like furniture joinery breaking apart. And this corner right here fell down. The way that this connects, you can see that there's a connector here that then seats into the place where it goes here, and then it slides up and hooks. There's two of those, okay? There's one there, the other one is supposed to be here. Now, there are no legs on this end of the sectional here, only on the other end, okay? So it means that all of the weight, the distributed weight of this piece of the sectional falls directly onto these connectors. Now let's look at how these connectors are held in and why this one came out. If you can see here, there is an insert down in there, and you can see the damage at the bottom of the insert where the connector bashed past, but you can actually see that there are thread marks in there, not just a drag mark, right? So when the thread was leaning against that and pushing into it, it didn't just tear across it. And then I'll take some pictures too with macro, but you can see the threads are ripped. Okay, here's the connecting knob. That knob, you can see as my finger for reference, there's a really, really short amount of thread that sticks out of it, and that thread stripped. And you can see that the thread only went in a tiny bit into the metal. And that's because that insert is inset pretty far back into the softwood frame. It's not right out on the edge, right? So you have this short connector. We can see that we are barely exceeding a quarter of an inch in length there. We're like at about 5/16. Yeah, that's not even making it to 3/8. There's only 5/16 of an inch of this small screw that's going in. And so only though, because it's not only that there's barely any screw for an entire large couch, there's only two of these that suspend the entire thing. And this thing is short and it's skinny, right? So it appears that it was inserted as far as it was going to go, probably. And this couch hasn't got a lot of use. We haven't had big groups or anything, but we do, I have some big friends, big guys who are over a couple hundred pounds. We come over, we watch sports and hang out. So I would say that between my wife, who's a smaller person, my daughter, who's a smaller person, and I, like, we might have had two people sitting on this part of the couch maybe 5 times, and I sat down way over here, and this thing was fatiguing enough already that it collapsed. Now, here's another problem. When it collapsed, there was that loud cracking sound, right? This wasn't the sound of the screw dragging across the softwood there. This was the sound of the back of this couch breaking. This was still connected. As the front fell, it wrenched the couch and it broke it. Now, this is also a problem in the design of this couch. Let me pick this up. I'll be right back. If you look at this connection here, you can see that there's like just a very small piece of wood there that might be harder wood that's fused in, and it connects into that. But the bulk of this thing, and if you look at the size and height of that and how much leverage there is, that's essentially unsupported, right? Like, you have this here where it connects together, but it's always felt less solid than other sectionals I've had, right? Like, there's not a lot of strength in that design. Then once it broke and it was only held by the one, it just quickly and easily snapped. So this is a design problem, and it's also a build problem with how deep that inset is. And it's, in the end, it's insane to me that this big sectional, right? This is a large couch with 3 seats across here that, ostensibly you could have 700-800 pounds of people sitting on, is held up by 2 of those that barely screw in, right? That whole thing just sits on that, and that is all you get for what's supposedly a well-designed quality piece of furniture, which is now garbage. There's no repair, right? This is that stripped inset, and I'm not accepting that you're going to put some wood screws and glue and cut out some insets and put in some new insets, and that makes this couch okay. This couch is a $10,000 piece of garbage.